No, not at all. I mean, they had to play the same games, right? So someone had to win, someone had to lose tonight. We didn't bat well enough. That's the bottom line in this game. I think the wicket was a whole lot better than 157. We had a lot of batsmen make starts, not go on and make those big scores, and that's crucial in T20 cricket, especially guys at the top of the order. And that's the difference. Virat bats through tonight, sees his team home, and we weren't good enough to capitalise on a good start. I think at the end of the power play we were 1 for 62, pretty much where you want the game to be. So straight away there you're looking at a score at 180 plus, even pushing on to 200 if your middle order bat well. But we lost wickets in clumps again tonight, which is not the first time in the tournament. I thought their spinners bowled well, and their death bowling was exceptional at the end. Boovy and Hazelwood, the 4 overs that they bowled at the end, we were still looking at the second time out. We still thought we could get to near 180, but their death bowling was too good, and we struggled to 157. Unlike the last game here, where we dragged a win from nowhere, we weren't good enough to do that tonight. No, his form's not a concern. His form right through the tournament has been brilliant. He's probably, in the top 3 or 4 run scorers in the IPL right now. He hasn't done as well as he would have liked at this venue. He said that to me when he got out today. He came and sat next to me and he said, I don't know what it is about this ground. So obviously that was our last game here tonight, so we're away from that now. We've got a nice little break. We've got about a 6-day break now, which, on the back of, I think, 3 games in about 5 days. The boys need that little bit of a freshen up, time to get away, forget about this result, and make sure we focus on our next challenge, which is KKR down there, which we know will be a big game for us. Look, I think it was a consistent pitch today. One thing we know about it doesn't offer a lot of pace and it doesn't offer a lot of bounce, and we talk about that. And to be honest, the 4 games we've played here, each wicket's been slightly different, so it just takes you a little bit of time to adjust. That being said, when we batted first today, at the end of the power play, I was pretty comfortable at 1 for 62, and we expected that the wicket would slow down a bit through the middle of the innings, but the fact that we just lost wickets consistently, we had a run out there as well, which never helps. So our middle order, the openers went pretty quickly together, and then Sraj on the back of that, and that, all the momentum is lost then, and then you need to put some partnerships back together to give yourself a good enough score. And we were a chance there after, I think, 16 overs. As I said, we were hoping to get around 180, which I think would have been a very good score. Looking at that chase, it wasn't an easy chase, but we weren't good enough to do it. So well done to them. First and foremost, it's a beautiful place to play. We had I think a 4 or 5 day training camp up there right at the start of the tournament to get all our players up there to get some time on those wickets and get to understand the conditions up there, rather than just doing all that preparation here. Look, normally there it's a good wicket. It normally comes onto the bat nicely. There's normally a bit more pace and bounce than what you see out here, and I think that'll actually suit our team. You think a lot of our batsmen in our team probably like the ball coming onto the bat. We should get that in Dharamshala. It's not a big ground, so what can we expect? I think we can expect pretty high scoring games, to be honest. So we obviously go to Calcutta first, then Chennai, and then the games up in Dharamshala. We've got 3 games in a row there, and then finish off in Jaipur. So look, it's been we're past the halfway mark now. We've got the 5 wins that we need to push on and make sure that we win a fair share of our games coming home. I might be able to tell you at the end of the tournament, because if we go up there and win every game, I'll think it's great. If we go there and lose every game, then I won't like it much at all. But look, it's not uncommon. There are other teams in the tournament that are doing it. Delhi obviously had a couple in Vizag, Rajasthan play a couple away. It is what it is. It's a little bit different this year for us. Normally it's been just the 2 games in Dharamshala. This year it's 3. I think gives us about 11 days in a row there. So there shouldn't be any excuses from us. We've got to make sure that is a home ground and a ground that we win games on. So I'm looking forward